Hey guys, I actually didn't mean to start it, but hello, I was just putting the Periscope up. Welcome. Okay, I'm dying to know if this actually shared to Twitter because last time it didn't, and I just want to see if it did. So sorry, I'm not quite exactly prepared because I didn't mean to hit start. But you know what? Hey, it's live TV, right? Well, live broadcast. Okay, let's take a quick look at my Twitter. Hey, can any of you guys tell me, did it show up on your Twitter? Is that how you found out about it? Let's see. Yes, okay, good. Awesome. Because last week it didn't. I was like, wow, my numbers are really lower this time. I wonder what happened. Yes, I'm going to rip a penny and a half. Okay, so yes, I'm super excited about this. This is actually, yes, it did show up in your notifications. Awesome. Thank you, Naomi. Better than TV? Thanks, Jiggy Mig. I like that. Jiggy Mig. And hey, there's like a special icon down there. I'm not sure what it is, but thank you, whoever that is. It showed up through your phone. Awesome. Yeah, so I homeschool my son, and we did a science experiment that involved hollowing out a penny, and then now it's hollowing out, wow, that's all those sparkly hearts. Hollowing out the penny up from the inside because there's zinc inside a penny. You might not know this. I learned this. Any penny as of 1983, actually, it's copper on the outside, but it's actually zinc all on the inside. So let me, yay for super hearts. So once the zinc is hollowed out, you can rip it in half because it's very, very thin on just the exterior. Very thin amount of copper. I guess before 1983, pennies were more expensive to make. It's funny thinking about the cost of making money, but they do cost something. So I'm trying to, how do you hollow out the zinc? Good question, South Jersey Broker, and I'm going to answer that and more when I start up here on Facebook at the same time. Normally I would have this set up ahead of time. Fake copper. Oh, hopefully not. I mean, I don't know. Han shot first. You're a purist, I see. Okay, let's see. All right. I'm going to go to my Facebook and then, sorry guys, again, this is because for some reason it started without me realizing it was going to start. Again, penny, we're going to be ripping it in half and sort of using that as an excuse to, well, this is really, the excuse is to do this, and then we'll talk about how what really matters is what's on the inside, and appearances can be misleading. So here we go. Now I'm going to hit post. By the way, thank you for all your shares and your follows. It was 1982? Okay. Well, whatever the website that I saw said, wait until 1983. It's a great experiment, and I'll explain you how you do it. Here, let's see. Let's get this thing going. And, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Oh my gosh, I've never done this while I'm actually on. Your name is Mark from Boston. Well, welcome, Mark from Boston. So I'm going to post. I want to go live. There we go. And now I'm going to go live here on Facebook, same time. Hey everyone, welcome to McKellar Motivational Monday. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to, I'm going to show you a science experiment that I've done with my son that's really fun, and it has to do with hollowing out a penny. So as some of you may know, as of 1983 or maybe 1982, pennies are not copper all the way through. They're copper just on the outside. The inside is zinc. It's made out of a completely different metal with very different properties. So it is possible to hollow out the zinc while keeping the copper intact, and then it becomes very weak, and it's just the hollow shell of a penny, and you can rip it in half. So I did this experiment with my son last week. Show camera down to the penny. Here we go. There's the penny. Oh yeah, it's different on both screens. Okay. So, connection issues? Oh, that's too bad. Are other people? Yes, HCl, yes. GAA Cooper knows this. This is hydrochloric acid and then baking soda in water. Anyway, so I'll tell you guys how to do it in just a moment, and then I'll show you how to rip it in half. And the reason this is part of a McKellar Motivational Monday is twofold. One, I didn't have time to do two separate scopes about this. And two, I thought, well, you know what? There's something to be said for how appearances can be deceiving. And though this looks like copper, it isn't. And that has something to do with the idea that, we often compare ourselves to other people. But what we're doing is we're comparing our insides to their outsides. We're not comparing our insides to their insides because we can't know that, because that's inside their own minds and inside their own hearts. So we're comparing our zinc insides with their copper outsides. So let's not do that. So don't compare yourself to others. It's not useful. So here's how you hollow out a penny. So pennies are copper on the outside, zinc on the inside. This product, which is extremely dangerous, so only do this if you are a grown-up and you are wearing protective glasses and gloves. In fact, I should probably, for legal reasons, say don't try this at home, but you can go online and find videos. I highly recommend, if you're going to do this, go online, find a video that will actually walk you through it. I'm going to tell you about it, but I've already done it, and besides, it takes several hours, so I'll just explain it. So this is a pool product called muriatic acid, but it's really mostly hydrochloric acid, and this is the easy way to find it. You can just go to any hardware store, pretty much, and you can find this stuff. You put a penny, a regular penny, into the hydrochloric acids. Oh, sorry. Before you do that, you have to shave off a little of the penny, which you can do with sandpaper. It's very easy. What you're doing is exposing the inner zinc core. And you just do it on a couple different edges, a couple different sides. Then put it in a glass with the hydrochloric acid. And this will slowly but surely hollow out the penny. It will dissolve the zinc. And it's really cool. Here, and I'll show you the actual penny. Hi, Draco. So Draco, I'm explaining about how we did this experiment to hollow out a penny. You want to say hi? Hi. It was pretty cool, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's got his lightsaber. He's busy lightsabering with my mom. So after several hours, I let it go overnight. Then the penny gets really, really hollow. This is a different experiment. The actual penny is so delicate that I wasn't going to show it to you guys until I actually rip it. So the next day, or several hours later, you've got this very dangerous cup. It's been dangerous the whole time, of hydrochloric acid with bubbling pennies in it. I'd like to do more than one because why not? But it's dangerous. So be very careful. Don't let anything splash. It will burn your skin. It will burn your eyes, make you go blind. Be really careful. But if any of you guys have a pool, then you know. I mean, I don't have a pool, but if you have a pool, then you know how dangerous this stuff is. So once you've got this bubbling penny at the bottom of a cup in hydrochloric acid, it's been several hours. Now it's pretty much hollow, but it's super dangerous. So what do? You set up another cup with baking soda. The baking soda will neutralize the acid. So baking soda and water. So you mix it up, then put the penny with a spoon. Do not touch it because it's got acid all over it. It's got like skin burning acid. So take a spoon, get the penny out of one solution, drop it delicately into the other one, don't splash, and then you'll see more bubbling because the baking soda is neutralizing the acid. So now very carefully discard the hydrochloric acid. Look online to see how to do that safely. It's a really fun science experiment. And in just a moment, I'll be ripping a penny in half, you guys, ripping it in half. And I'm explaining how you get it to be like that. So now you take the hollowed out penny, you put it in baking soda and water, and you let it fizz out for a little while. Now the acid is neutralized. It's safe. But still, I would take it out with a spoon, put it into a cup of water. Just let it rinse off. It is a homeschooling project that we did last week, coffee and makeup. It was so great. Yes, eye protection gloves. Yes, do it outside. We did it outside in the backyard, and we both had glasses and gloves on. I think I did an Insta story. Yeah, I did an Insta story about it. So if you happen to see my Instagram then. Then now it's safe. Now it's just in water. Now I put it in acetone at the end because that's what was recommended. It helps it to dry faster. So then you put it, you dry. Yes, exterior impressions are often illusory. Then what you get is a penny that is basically hollowed out. Now they didn't all hollow out completely. Here you can see some of the debris from one of the other pennies that we ripped. Some of them didn't quite rip all the way, and I've saved one for you guys. So like here, you can see this penny. This penny didn't quite rip all the way through. This is extremely hard, but the other stuff ripped away from it, which is still pretty cool. Hi, I'm about to do the ripping of the penny. All right, so you guys ready? Are you ready to see the penny get ripped in half? It's very cool to do, but it's dangerous. So if you're doing it with a child, especially, keep them away. Keep them away from the dangerous stuff. All right, this is not how to make a bomb. This is how to do a really fun size. That's not the one to be ripped. Okay, hang on.
Can I do it?
I want to, you know why I'm going to do it? Because I want to make sure that both cameras can see it. It's kind of tricky. So here's the penny. You guys are ready? Okay.
No, I want to break it.
I'm going to do it so they can see it online, and I'll let you play with it afterwards, okay? Okay. So here it is. You guys can both see it, right?
But don't break it. Why? I want to break it, please.
Wait, I think this is the right one. Is this the right one? Yes, and here's how I know it's the right one. Take a look. I'll do one camera at a time. You see the little hole? Can you see the hole in the side of it? You see the hole? All right, here we go.
Can I break it, please?
No.
I know I can do it, please.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so, okay, you tuned in just at the right time. How about if I start it? And I'll let you finish it. Okay, here we go.
That's enough. That's enough.
Wait. First, do you see it? Look at this. Look how thin it is. Look at that. It's crazy. It just cracks right open. All right, Draco. So do it right here, right where both cameras can see it. Okay, go for it. Go for it. Rip it. Crunch. There it is. A penny. A penny ripped in half. Look at that. I'll show you guys both one half.
Copper is oxidized too.
Yes, the copper is oxidized too. Because, actually I'm not sure why. It was outside for a few days. It's going to make a great bar bet. Yes, but be careful because these pennies are so delicate that after you do it, I barely touched it. I mean, look, it's cracked. It's literally like cracked in half.
Oh boy, it's strong.
Yeah. It's oxidized, it's cracked. So I only left that outside for a few days. The way this started is I wanted to do some fun, like, little experiment. And so we oxidized some pennies. But in looking for pennies, we ended up with so many pennies. I thought, well, gosh, nobody uses pennies anymore, really, for anything. Like, what else can we do with pennies? So I looked up you're going to report me for, I don't think the government cares that much about pennies. Anyway, so we found another experiment to do. And this one was so cool. Yes, dangerous, but if you do it right, you have to be careful. Especially with kids, you got to be really careful. I don't think I would have done it if I had more than one child because I can keep one child at bay over here. Hello, HZB45. So that's the experiment, you guys. Here's the penny. Here it is. This is the one that I ripped for you guys right here on live Periscope and Facebook. Yeah, this nail is cracked. Speaking of things that are cracked. Thanks, guys. Well, I hope you really enjoyed it. Can you rip the Statue of Liberty book in half? That's funny. It just crumbles. It just crumbles. Absolutely crumbles. Taking it apart. Amazing. So, and then powder will fall out, which is why I meant to put a towel down and I didn't. The powder, of course, is the zinc that was mostly dissolved. So yeah, what do you guys think? Oh look, hang on. So again, with this one, there's a core to it that didn't actually dissolve. The zinc. Yeah, there it is. This is the part that held out. It was a penny, and now it is fragments. But I think, personally, it is well worth the cost of the penny and a little bit of hydrochloric acid, if you can be safe, to show in 1983 or later, because earlier you might end up with full copper and it won't work at all. But it's a great experiment to show what pennies are really made of, and to remind us all that the things that we see in front of us aren't necessarily what we think we're looking at, whether that's people or situations. So dig a little deeper, find out if the situation or person that you are throwing yourself into is actually copper, or maybe it's got something else inside. Now, I'm not going to say that copper is better than zinc, but it must be more expensive or they wouldn't have done it. Thanks. So that's our experiment for tonight. That is the little point that I made. If you missed it, please take a look again. It wasn't very long. To recap, we hollowed out a penny. You just take some sandpaper and sandpaper off the edge. So you expose the zinc. I did it on 2 places because that's what the video on YouTube told me to do. And then we dipped it and let it sit in hydrochloric acid, which you can buy in any hardware store, called muriatic acid. Let that sit for several hours. I let it sit overnight because it's bubbling and bubbling, which means it's still dissolving. So as long as it's bubbling, I kept it in there. You should probably, 4 boys, 10 and under, yeah, unless you can put them behind a screen or a glass while you, like a glass window while you do it. Yeah, so then we hollowed it out, then take it from that acid bath with a spoon, not with your hands because it'll burn you. Wear gloves, wear eye protection, put it into baking soda solution to neutralize the acid. Then you can rinse it off in water once the acid is neutralized, which doesn't take very long. And you can tell because it stops bubbling. and then you've got a penny that's hollowed out and ready to be ripped in half. You've shown what it's really made of, which is super, super thin copper that is just thin and flimsy, and what we see is not what you get sometimes. So, hello, Eric. You missed that penny was unique, Stepdad. You're funny. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for all your shares, for all your follows. Next week, the motivation will probably be more like I usually do, which is talking more about human nature and how we can get the most out of our week and our life. But I thought this would be a lot of fun, and thank you so much for joining me. You are the D Squad. Thank you for watching the Danicam, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.